Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Tryambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Dear devotees, Navaratri, the special mother worship celebration for worshipping mother is fast approaching. Just 2 or 3 weeks are there. And many people start thinking about mother, divine mother, and they start different vratas, resolutions also this time. And after finishing Prakritim Paramam, that is the hymn on Holy Mother Shri Sharda Devi, I thought the same mood or the same bhava can continue, and we shall try to discuss on this Sarva Mangala Mangalye, the 3 verses which are sung in every day during the evening vespers in the branches of the Ramakrishna Matan Mission and also in every devotee's house. So this is the often quoted verses, these 3 verses. And in any Devi temples, goddesses temples, if you go, these 3 verses are engraved, or it is printed, or it is painted on the walls, and it is often sung by the devotees. But many a time, we don't know the meaning of these things. So when you know the meaning, you will be able to understand things in a still better way, actually. And with devotion, you'll be able to sing. With devotion, you'll be able to go much more deep. So hence, I've taken these 3 verses, which I'll be discussing in 1 or 2 or 3 classes. Now, today's the hymn, Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye Tryambake Gauri, Narayani Namostute. These are this and the other 2 consecutive shlokas are the part of Durga Saptashati. Saptashati means 7 into 100, 700 shlokas, which contains Durga, which praises the glory of Mother Durga. And this Durga Saptashati is the part of the Markandeya Purana. Purana is a mythological story where the mother's glory, the mother's divine powers are praised or explained with the different anecdotes. So in that Markandeya Purana, we see Durga Saptashati, which has been chanted by devotees every day from many people, even many monks and brahmacharis in our Ramakrishna tradition, they chant every day. So in that 11th chapter, in the Durga Saptashati 11th chapter, Narayani Stuti, in that shloka number 10 to shloka number 12, these 3 verses are found. But if you see the 11th chapter, it is completely sung by the different demigods or the angels like Indra, Varuna, Rudra, and so many demigods or so many angels, celestial beings. They started worshipping. They started praising the Divine Mother. Why? Because by that time, she was instrumental. She slain different asuras, different demons. Madhukaitaba, or Dhumralochana, Shumbha, Nishubha, then Mahishasura. Like this, so many asuras, so many demons were slain, were killed by Mother. Either she was instrumental or she killed herself. Because of that, the whole world was protected. The whole world was spared by the difficulties, by the harassments, by the tortures. Not only the common people, even the celestial beings were also tormented, harassed by these demons. They were such a powerful beings, these demons were. So now, Divine Mother have slain all of them. So the celestial beings, the demigods, are free from all the troubles, and with the token of gratitude, happiness, thankfulness, Indra especially, he started praising mother. You are so and so, you are such and such a great lady. So Indra's praising and other demigods' praisings are seen in the 11th chapter. Now, if you see, it is very clearly we can understand that whoever, whatever the desires they have got, whatever the prayers and wishes they have got, if they worship mother, if they pray to the mother sincerely with devotion, and if they take refuge at the feet of the mother, definitely their answers, their prayers are answered. Their prayers are fulfilled. Their wishes are taken care. That's what we can see. And especially in the Vedic religion, that is in Sanatana Dharma or in the Hinduism, worshipping the mother, worshipping the feminine aspect of the Almighty, of the Supreme Self, is very predominant. Whatever we see, this feminine aspect of worship, which we see in Hinduism, so predominantly, in a so strong way, we don't see in any other religions. Of course, in Jainism, some goddesses has been worshipped. In Buddhism, it is worshipped because they are the offshoot of Hinduism, no doubt. And if you see in the Semitic regions, in the Catholic religion, or in the Catholic sect, that has been worshipped in the form of Mother Mary. But in the Protestantism, it is very less. And in the Islam, it is not there. So in many other religions, we don't find this feminine worship. Feminine worship is very, very important. It completes a human being. It becomes so easy to reach the final goal or to fulfill their prayers or wishes or desires, etc. Now, Sarva, all. Just I will give the word-to-word meaning now, and afterwards I will go deeply into the meaning. Sarva, all. Mangala. Mangala means it is Mangala means auspicious. Mangalye, the embodiment of Mangala, means the embodiment of auspiciousness. Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive, one who is the wife of Shiva. Sarvartha Sadhike, Sarva again all, Artha means here desires. Sarvartha, all desires. Sadhike can be fulfilled by her grace or can be achieved by her grace. Sharanye, one who is fit to take refuge. Tryambake, who has got three eyes, three-eyed ones. Gauri, one who has got fair skin. Narayani, one who has endowed with Narayana, one who has got Narayana. Namostute, Namaha, Namaha te. My salutations to you, my namaskars to you, my respects to you. Now, Mangala, which is one of the important word here we have to understand. So here Mangala or Mangala means what actually? One who ever studied bit Sanskrit and one who knows bit Sanskrit will be able to enjoy with every single word. Mangala, it is like Galati. Galati means one who slips away, one who goes down, one who slips away. Galati means because of our desires, because of the weak-mindedness, because of the defects, we keep on moving away from our goal. We keep on moving away from the righteousness. We keep on moving away from the ethics, from morality, from the rightful things. So this is what Galati. Then Mam represents Mamakara, I-ness and minus, or desire for the worldly pleasures, desire for the sense gratification, desire for the lower desires, basically. Then, and also this Mam means sin. Sin, I'm not saying the sin which in the Christian theology they explain the sin. Here the sin means it is doing wrong things, performing evil actions. and whatever the results you get because of performing the evil actions, unethical actions, unrighteous actions, that is called here sin, papa. So mam means papa. So we all know that minus into minus becomes plus. So two negative things, mam is pleasurable things or the worldly pleasures or the evil actions results, all these things. And galati means one who skips away, one who goes away from the established path, or one who comes down. So two negative things, when it gets joined, it becomes positive. So Mangala means here is auspiciousness. Here auspicious. By remembering the mother time and again, what happens? I will get more and more energy. It is easy for me to get away from these wrong habits, from the bad actions, from the bad thoughts, bad emotions, bad feelings. And not only that, by thinking of mother, what happens? My getting slipped away will be reduced, or it is taken care. Why? She is the powerhouse. So she never gets slipped away because she's the powerhouse herself. And she is the creator, she is the sustainer, and she is the dissolver. And she is the embodiment of that auspiciousness, which is called Mangalya or Mangalya. Means the whole creative energy has been represented by this one word called Mangala or Mangalya. And also it is also that power, what do you mean? Mula Prakriti, Adi Shakti, means the whole world has been created by one power, that primordial power. The beginning of this creation by which the whole creation has been emerged, that the source of creation or the power of creation or the creative power is called auspiciousness or Mangala. Then Mangalya. Mangalya is, she is the embodiment of this auspiciousness. Why? All the best things we can find in her. And by taking shelter at her feet, by worshipping her, by thinking her, by praising her, we can get the best things, whatever is possible. That's why she is also Mangalya. Why? She is also the creative energy, the creative force of the Lord. The whole universe has been created by her. Without her, the creation cannot come into existence at all. So Sri Ramakrishna tells, she is a Shakti, she is a kinetic energy. Brahman is like a potential energy, and the Shakti, Shive or Kali or Durga, this is a kinetic energy. And without her, the Brahma will be powerless. Means he cannot create anything. Brahman, he cannot create anything. She is the powerhouse by which the Lord is taking care of this world, or she is creating the universe and is sustaining and is dissolving all these things. And this creative power can be understood in a philosophical angle very deeply, actually. Maybe sometime we will see. So Sarva. So Mangala, Mangalya, we know. Sarva. Sarva means all. All means what? She is all powerful. Whatever I think, can I do? I cannot all the times. For an example, I would like to lift the Mount Everest from my hand. Is it possible? It is not possible. Many things are possible from me, no doubt, but everything is not possible. For an example, if I think that I will lift the Wicklow mountain, or I would like to lift the Mount Everest, if you think, it is not possible. Generally, it is not possible. But in her case, it is not. Whatever she thinks, she can do. She is all powerful. There is no limit for her power. There is no limit for her glory. There is no limit for her energy. That's the one thing, Sarva. And the other is, the whole world has been created by her. So she is everything. Apart from her, there is nothing else exists. That's where we see in the life of saints. For them, everything is auspicious. Everything is right. Everything is good. You can see in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, life of Holy Mother Sharda Devi, in the life of Mahavira, in the life of Gautama Buddha, in the Jesus Christ. In all the great saints, everything is auspicious, everything is good. For an example, Mathurnath Vishwas, the temple owner of the Dakshineshwar temple complex, he felt that he didn't understand the Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual experience and spiritual nature. He thought because he is practicing strict celibacy, his mind, basic instincts, basic desires are not fulfilled. So he's behaving in a weird way. So his basic instincts are taken care, then he becomes normal. So Mathurnath Vishwas took Sri Ramakrishna's spirituality as an abnormal. So very secretly, he had arranged some prostitutes in particular house. So Mathurnath Vishwas took Sri Ramakrishna into the red light area. Sri Ramakrishna was not aware of all these things. As a guileless, childlike, natured Sri Ramakrishna, he went there. And in a particular room, Sri Ramakrishna was made to sit. And this Mathurnath Vishwas told, Thakur, I've got some work, urgent work. Immediately I will go and I will come in shortly. Please be seated here. Sri Ramakrishna, he nodded his head, and Mathurnath Vishwas left. And Sri Ramakrishna just was sitting in the room. After some time, some of the ladies, they came and they tried to distract, or they tried to attract Sri Ramakrishna through their means. Sri Ramakrishna, immediately, he kneeled down and said, "Oh Mother, today I am so blessed, even the Divine Mother, you are in this form also." See, he never scolded, "I am a spiritual person, how can you do this?" He never scolded. Or he never got victimized. He never slipped away by seeing the woman body or whatever. Instead of that, he immediately, instantly kneeled down, and with a prayerful attitude, he said, "Oh Mother, even today I am blessed that I am able to see you in this form also." The ladies, they felt very ashamed. They came and they asked sorry to the Sri Ramakrishna, and they went back. And afterwards, of course, they scolded Mathurnath Vishwas for his heinous crime. So Sri Ramakrishna saw the Divine Mother even in such people. That's why she's all in all, she's everything, she's in everything. That's why there can no wrong thing, bad thing at all from the highest ultimate point of view. Even some of the saints, they discuss, even the Arishad Vargas are also good only. Ari means it is a Shatru, enemy. Shad Varga means it is a group of 6 qualities. Kama, lust; Krodha, anger; Lobha, greediness; Moha, delusion; Madha, ostentation; Matsarya, jealousy. Now, these are the 6 qualities which pulls every one of us. We all know that. That's why it is called Ari. Ari means A-R-I. Ari means it is an enemy. We all know that. Because of these things, we are not able to go further in our spiritual life. We are not able to see the God. We are not able to experience the divinity. We all know that. But some of the saints say that use them. They are all good forces. They are all forces. Use these forces in a righteous way, in a right way. By that, you can achieve God. You can experience the God. If you use them in a wrong way, in a negative direction, they will pull you down. If you use them in a constructive way, these forces can help us to reach the God. That is the beauty of it. For an example, Kama, the lust or the desire, intense longing to have something. Maybe to have the opposite sex, or to have the money, to have the name, fame, power, position. Intense desire basically there. Intense longing, intense thirst actually. Someone wants to be a celebrity, so he or she is working hard to become the celebrity, so that thousands of people should follow him or her. So that intense thirst, generally it is used to enjoy the materialistic pleasures, to enjoy the worldly pleasures, which is seen commonly in every one of us. So the same force, it is a force, it can be used to achieve the materialistic goals. Like someone want to become a celebrity, someone wishes to become a political entrepreneur, someone wishes to become an industrialist or millionaire or the good artist, whatever it may be. So develop such type of constructive desires, feel for it, spend this force, intensify your desires, and intensify your efforts and make the dream and make your desire the possible. So similarly, that can be turned towards the spirituality, towards the God even. Oh God, let me see you. Let me experience you. Let me desire for that highest, power, that is the Supreme Self, that is the God, Almighty, Supreme Self or Divine or whatever you say. So let me desire, let me feel, let me cultivate intense desire, that is kama, towards experiencing the self or experiencing the God. See, one force, the same force, if you use towards the world, you can go down, it can be degraded, or you can achieve the materialistic pleasures, materialistic comforts, materialistic goal. The same if it is turned towards the supreme reality, towards the God, then it will help you to reach the God. Similarly with the krodha, anger, because most of the time, because of our weak mind, because of the defect, we get anger. And when we get anger, our discrimination goes away. What is right, what is wrong, we don't understand. And many times we use abusive language. Because of that, relationships are hampered. We lose right people. We lose our relatives. We lose our friends sometimes. But this anger is a force. But the same anger can be turned towards one's own creativity. Like the great people or the very successful people, they become angry on themselves. I was supposed to get up and today I was supposed to work for 3 hours. I didn't work. So he was angry on himself and he punishes himself. Okay, today night I will skip my food. Why? Because as a punishment, because I'm angry on myself, as a punishment, I will punish myself so that I will not do the same mistake. And I'm angry on myself. Why? Because I'm not able to think God for the long time. As much as possible, I'm supposed to think. 6 to 8 hours, I'm supposed to do meditation and contemplation of the God, repetition of the Lord's name. I'm not able to do. So I'm angry on myself so that I will not eat sweets. Or I will sleep very 6 hours only. Or I will take less food and I will try to do more and more repetition of the Lord. Of course, here we should see that our body should not get unnecessary problems, that we have to keep it in the mind. But so this anger also can be used as a force to cultivate one's personality, to check the defects. Then lobha, greediness. Let me greedy for attaining peace. Let me be greedy to have the Lord. Let me be greedy to have more and more materialistic possessions so that I can help the people, I can serve the people. See this, whatever we are saying, the defects are the enemies. These are the 6 qualities which are considered as enemies that can be translated into, that can be turned into my friend. The enemy can be turned into a friend. So in all the great people's life, in the saints' life, that's what we can see. So Sarva, everything is auspiciousness in this world. Everything is good in the world. Why? Because everything has been come out from the mother. Then what can be the wrong? So Sarva, she is the creator of everything. She is all in all. She is everything. That is one of the meaning of this Sarva. And she is the root of all desires. Good, bad, right, wrong, or whatever you say. She is the root cause of all desires. She is all desires actually. So basically seeing the God in everywhere, seeing the God, seeing the universal mother in every place. That is what we should understand. Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive. Shive means, the one general meaning is, she is the wife of Shiva. And the Shiva also, Shiva, it comes from the Sanskrit root called Sham. Sham means again Mangala only, auspiciousness, good, all these things. So Shive means she is the leader, or she is the commander-in-chief, and she is the, leader of that goodness and auspiciousness or whatever. What is the good? What is the auspicious? If you see, you can remember the Kathopanishad sloka. Shreyascha prayascha manushya metaha Tau samparikti vivinatti dhiraha shreyo hi dhiro abhipreyaso vrunite preyo mando yogakshema vrunite. Yama says to Nachiketa, for every human being, two options, two choices will come in front of him. One is Shreyo Marga and the other is Preyo Marga. Means the path of pleasure, the path of good. So the path of pleasure means sense gratification, having worldly pleasures, having worldly enjoyments in the this thing. Then this is Preyo Marga. Shreyo Marga means I will sacrifice the smaller desires and I aspire for the highest desire. I will become the right human being. I will serve this humankind. I will dedicate my life to serve the humankind. I will dedicate my life to experience the ultimate reality or the supreme self or the God or the Atman, whatever you say. So that path is called Shreyo Marga. So these two choices is given, presented in front of every human being. So most of the people, they choose this Preyo Marga, the pleasurable life. And very few, dhira, kaschit dhiraga, very few people who have got the right intelligence, who have got the steady wisdom, who have got the right wisdom, they select the Shreyo Marga. Means they dedicate their life to experience the reality, to experience the self, to experience the God, to realize God, God realization, self-realization. This is called Shreyo Marga. So that Shive represents that actually. Shreyo Marga, Shreyas. So by following her, by believing in her, by following her, by worshipping her, the ultimate good will come to you. That's what. And also, if you see, because she's the complete, by taking shelter at her, by worshipping her, you will also become complete actually. Shive, this is the few definitions or the explanations of the Shiva. The one more explanation which is coming to my mind is primordial energy. Primordial creative energy is also called by Shiva. And there's a very funny explanation. Shiva means a Lord Shiva, we know that. If you read from opposite side, of course, there is no scriptural base for this. This is very funny meaning, but it has got some good meaning. That's why I'm telling you. Shiva means who is auspicious, who is Mangala, we all know that. Shiva, and if you read from opposite way, it becomes Vashi. Vash means to control. Vashi means one who has got the power of control, one who has got the self-mastery, one who has got his senses, his mind, his emotions, his thoughts, his feelings under his control. He is called Vashi, it seems. This is some of the people have described or explained the Vashi. And Shive, if you, what is Shive, we have seen already. And if you see from the opposite, if you read Shive, then it becomes Veshi. Means one who has taken the form. Vesha means in Sanskrit, Vesha means form. Veshi means one who has taken the form. One who has taken the form means what? The unmanifest world has the unmanifest power. The unmanifested has manifested. Actually, the Supreme Brahman, Parabrahman or Brahman is Nirakara Nirguna. He doesn't have any akara, he doesn't have any form, and he doesn't have any qualities. And when it takes the form, that's what we call Ishvara or Ishvari. So Veshi means one who has taken the form, means one who has manifested. One who has manifested in the form of Durga, Kali, Shiva, or Shiva, or Vishnu, or whatever the name you can call. So one who is manifested to create this universe, to maintain this universe, to dissolve this universe. This is also one or two meanings we can take with the Shive, means one who is manifested, one who can manifest, one who is manifested, and one who can manifest the universe by mere her wish, by mere her thought, by mere thinking. Now, if I want to create a building, I have to do the building plan first, and have to get the permission, then with the so many materials I need to create an house. But in the case of the Shive, in the case of this mother, divine mother, it is not required. Just mere her wish, mere a thought, mere thinking is enough. Anything can be created, anything can be formed, and anything can be dissolved. That's what, this is the difference between our thinking and her thinking. This is what we have to understand. And the Shiva also means Shubhadhayaka, means the giver of the good, the giver of the auspicious, the giver of the righteous. What is that right? What is that good? What is that auspicious? Means moksha dayini. She gives ultimate liberation. Without her grace, the moksha or the mukti is not at all possible. That's what we can see even in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells that. Devi hesha gunamayi mamamaya duratteya mameva ye prapadyante maya me tam tarantite. Devi hesha gunamayi. My Maya is Devi. It is very godly, auspicious. Gunamayi, it endowed with gunas. But Mama, it is mine only, no doubt. Maya duratteya. This Mama Maya, my Maya is duratteya. It is very difficult to cross over. Then what to do? Is there any way out to cross over? Maya me tam tarantite. One who takes shelter at me, then I helps them to cross over this Maya, to cross over this samsara, this cycle of birth and death. So the Shiva, one who takes shelter at her, then what happens? She is with full of good, she is with full of auspiciousness. Then she helps her, she helps the person, whoever takes shelter at her. What help she gives? One is getting a materialistic accomplishment. Here, spiritual accomplishment is achieved. That means what? Moksha, mukti, kaivalya or nirvana is achieved. And also here, one more meaning is called sampat actually. Sampat is wealth, materialistic wealth and spiritual wealth. She is the giver of the materialistic wealth as well as the spiritual wealth. Now, say for example, you want name and fame, power, position, wealthly riches. What are I want to achieve my goals? I want to become something. If you pray with her and if you take shelter at her, yes, all your materialistic accomplishments, materialistic desires are fulfilled. And someone may say that, no, I don't want all these things. I want you and you alone. Or I want God and God alone. I want to experience the self. I want to know the reality. I want to know the secret behind this universe. If you want that, yes, even that type of spiritualistic desire, intellectual desires are also fulfilled. That is also one of the meaning of Shiva. Sarvartha Sadhike. Sarvartha Sadhike. Sarva means all, Artha means all type of desires. In the Indian religion, in the Indian philosophy, the beauty is from one word, they can explain in such a way that in one word, thousands of pages we can write. And whatever has been discussed in the thousands of pages can be formulated in one word or in few words. That is the beauty of the Indian wisdom or Indian philosophy. Now, Vartha means here all types of desires. Now, there are, millions of beings in this world. Then if you list out, probably millions types of desires we may get it, or few thousands of desires. Now, all these thousands of desires can be categorized into 4 categories. One is dharma, then the other is artha, then kama and moksha, which is called purushartha. Purushartha means a being's whatever is to be achieved, whatever is supposed to be desired. So here artha means this purushartha is being represented by this artha. A person, whatever is supposed to be achieved, either it is spiritual or materialistic, either it is a mundane or the higher things, all type of desires, all things, whatever things to be achieved, everything has been put, cornered, classified or embedded in these 4 things: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This sarvartha means the chaturvida purushartha. And she is the embodiment of all these things. And all these things are achieved. All these things can be obtained by worshipping her because she is the embodiment. Sarvartha Sadhike. Sadhike means one who is capable of giving. Now someone comes and asks me, Swami, I need 100,000 euros. Will you be able to give me? If you ask, I say, sorry, I cannot. Maybe 10, 20 euros, 100 euros. If you ask, I can give. But if you ask 10,000 euros, or if you ask 50,000 euros, or if you ask 100,000 euros, I cannot give because I don't have. So my capacity is limited. Someone asks, Swami, you are a monk. I need Ashtasiddhi, or I need a moksha or mukti. Can you give? If you ask, I say, sorry, it is beyond my power. It is beyond my realm. I cannot give. So, but in the mother's case, it is not so. Whatever you want, whatever you ask, whatever you pray, everything can be given by her. That's why Sadhike, she's capable of it. And also, Sadhike means and she's a Preraka Shakti actually. Means that urge, I want that, I should do this, I should not do this, I should achieve this, I should not achieve this. This, whatever the creative urge is there, the basic, the power of urge itself is mother. That's why she is also known as called Sadhike. Now, Sharanye, she is fit to be, she is fit for taking refuge. Now, when you take refuge, when you seek the help of the human beings, sometimes they help you, sometimes they may not help you. Sometimes they say sorry, sometimes they may help you. They were all good friends, so we were all good friends, they used to help each other. But because of some reason, we had a quarrel, we had a difference of opinion, we had exchange of hot words. As a result, instead of helping, they start troubling us. So this type of experience, every one of us, we have got. So it is not that every time it is safe where we can take the help of people eternally. It is not possible. Why? Human relationships are limited. It is all calculative. Many times it is a barter system. I will help you, you also help me. I love you, so you should also love me. You are good, so I'm helping you. The moment if I have got any problem with you, then I will stop helping you. Maybe I will even start troubling you. That's why Holy Mother says beautifully. What is the difference between the God and human being? If you ask, Holy Mother beautifully she has said, look, you have done 99 good things for a person. And by knowingly or unknowingly, one bad thing, one wrong thing you did. So human being's nature is he forgets 99 good things, whatever you have done to him, and one bad thing, whatever you have done to him or her, he or she only remembers that one bad thing, and the relationship may be cut asunder. The relationship may be broken. But whereas on the contrast with the God, you have done 99 bad things. You have done 99 wrong things, but you have done only one good thing. But still, God remembers that one thing and he will come to your rescue. For example, Ajamila. Ajamila, he had all wrong habits, bad habits, all the unethical actions he did. But during dying, while at the time of death, his son is one of the youngest son's name was Narayana. So while dying, I think he was also not well and he had a leprosy, etc., etc. And no one wished to come near him. And he had some health issues, probably he wanted water or whatever, for whatever reason. And he used to love his youngest son so much. So because he used to love him, at the time of death, he called Narayana. There Narayana because he called his youngest son. But because he uttered Narayana, the Lord Narayana was pleased. Oh, this sinner, at the time of death, he remembered me. He called my name, saying that he sent his attendants to bring this Ajamila to the Vaikuntha. The Yamadutas came because the whole of his life he had done sins, he had done evil actions, he had done unethical, immoral actions. So he was supposed to be taken to the hell actually. So that's why Yamadutas had come. But Narayana Dutas came and they said, no, Narayana has said, well, at the time of death, he has taken the Narayana's name, so all his sins should be forgiven and he will be taken to the Vaikuntha and all the best things will be given to him. saying that the Ajamila was taken to the Vaikunta instead of taking to the hell. So the whole life he did mistakes, but only because of the time of death, he remembered the God's name. That's why he was taken to the Vaikunta, to the heaven, to the paradise. So that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that we should not infer that, okay, because Ajamila whole life he has done mistakes, he did whatever he wanted, unethical actions, but still he remembered God and he went to the heaven or paradise. So let us also do all the sinful actions, wrong actions. At the time of death, let us remember God and we will go to heaven. We should not come into this conclusion. It is not possible for everyone. In his case, it was possible, but it is not that it is possible for everyone's. So we should not take it for granted. But my intention of saying this is, even if you do 99 mistakes and if you do only one right thing, one good thing, Lord, remember that one good thing. But whereas in the human beings, 99 good things you do, one wrong thing if you do, generally we are bound to remember that one wrong thing and we forget the 99 good things. That's why, humans' help is always limited, but God's intervention, God's help is eternal. That's why Sharanye, she's a worthy to take refuge. Means we can with closing eyes, without much thinking, without any discrimination, we can take refuge at her. She's a worthy of that, Sharanye. And we can see in the Durga Saptashati itself, we know that the story comes of Suratha and Samadhi. Suratha was the king actually. He was a good person, a good-natured person. His ministers, chief in commander and his ministers and all, they joined their hands with the enemy and they were corrupt officials. So they took money, a lot of money, gold, wealth and all. So they gave all the secrets of the kingdom and they also helped the enemies. As a result, the Suratha lost in the war and he was dethroned and he was sent out from his own kingdom. And probably his children, wife and everyone were put under bars or they were taken inside. They were captured basically. Somehow Suratha managed to escape. And he was in the forest and he was just taking some roots or some fruits, whatever is available, and he was struggling. He was a king where he had all the best things, but today he lost the entire kingdom and he had to live in the forest. And he was roaming with a depressed and dejected mind. Finally, he got one Rishi called Sumedha. Then he explained all his difficulties. And then Sumedha, the Rishi, said, you can stay in my hermit. So he used to stay in the Sumedha's hermit's house, in the hut, and he used to take his life, lead his life. One more person called Samadhi. He was a big business person. He was a very rich, wealthiest person, richest person. His own children, including wife and children, they took away all his wealth and he was kicked out from his family, from his own house, from his own family people. Again, he was also dejected, depressed, feeling unhappy. He also came to the forest. So at some point of time, both of them, they met. They discussed each other. They shared their problems. They shared their worries. They shared their pain. They consoled themselves for some time. After some time, both of them felt they were thinking how to come out. Then they approached Sumedha and is there any way out? How can we come out from this problem? Then Sumedha, because he was a Rishi, he said, yes, it is possible. Then you take the Navarnava mantra, Om Aim Reem Kleem Chamundai Viche, and you start repeating and you start doing fasting during Navaratri and you worship Mother Durga, your answers will be fulfilled, your prayers will be fulfilled, your wishes will be taken care. And they did with the devotion. Then Mother Durga appeared with both of them and she asked, what do you want? Then Suratha, as usually, said, I'm the king. I would like to take back my kingdom. I want my people, that wife and children, my relatives, all them in a good position, healthy, wealthy, everything. Then she bestowed the boons. Then again, he went back and he regained the kingdom. He got all his relatives and he had a happiest life and pleasurable life. Then Samadhi, because he was the wealthiest person, he had all the riches, he had enjoyed his life, but his own children and own wife cheated. So he thought, because again, if I get back all this, what is the use? So he had experienced the transitoriness of the world. He had experienced the transitoriness of the wealth by this time. He said, there is no use of all this materialistic wealth and the people and the family, all these things. I want you and you alone, mother. Let me take shelter at your feet and please give me the real wealth, which is called moksha, mukti, or the experience of the self, or the ultimate liberation. Then mother bestowed her grace on him and his prayers were fulfilled and he got liberated person. So Suratha wanted materialistic possessions, materialistic wealth, he got it, and Samadhi wanted spiritual wealth, even his prayers were answered. So Sharanye. So one who takes shelter at them, so their answers will be taken care. Tryambake, Gauri. So Tryambake means what actually? Tryambake means three-eyed actually. So here 3-eye means what actually? 3-eye represents, the third eye represents the divine wisdom, which is called Medha, which is called Dhi. It is the highest faculty. It is the highest faculty. It is higher than even the intelligence. Because of that, they can understand the secret of the universe. They can understand who am I, and the whole, everything is possible for them to understand. That is called Medha and Dhi. And in mythological language, they say Shiva has got the third eye, and if the third eye is open, the whole nature, the whole creation will dissolve. Means it is only a story, the symbolical meaning it is actually the philosophy behind is, the third eye opens means what? You will understand the truth, then this duality, the creation stops for such person. Why? Because he understands what is reality, he experiences the self. So this dualistic experience, the creation, sustenance, dissolve, everything goes away, means he or she will have the moksha or mukti. That is what the highest philosophy has been explained in that. And also one more philosophical angle is given for the 3 eyes. This 3-eye represents Chandra, that is moon, Surya, sun, and the Agni, the fire. The whole world has been sustained. The whole world's, functions are being taken care by this. Why? Because of the Surya, because of the sun only our solar system and is existing. And earth, our eating, the photosynthesis, the plants are producing the energy, and all the activities are there. If sun subsides, if there is no sun, then definitely in no time, whole of our earth gets perished and we will get died. We all know that. This is at the external level. And if you go bit deep, then he represents the knowledge and he also represents the Preraka Shakti, creative force it seems. And the moon, he represents the mind. Because of the mind only thoughts comes, emotions comes. Because of that only the whole creation has come into picture. So the whole creation, the whole duality, everything is represented by the Chandra. And he is the nourisher, is the power of nourishment. Poshaka Shakti is the power of nourishment. So whatever energy has been created by sun, that has to be assimilated. So the power of assimilation has been represented by Chandra, it seems. Poshaka Shakti. Then Pachaka Shakti. So, okay, we get it, the energy has been created and it has to be assimilated itself. Because the creative energy which has to be translated into the power of assimilation or assimilative energy, for that you need a burning energy. That is a Pachana Kriya or Paka Shakti, Pachana Shakti we say in Sanskrit. That is what called Agni. So it is and also it is a very pure power. So that pure energy, pure form of energy has been represented in this Agni. So this 3-eye of the mother represents Chandra, Surya, Agni. That means the whole creation has been done and it has been running by these 3 powers, Chandra, Agni, and Surya. And these 3 powers has been emerged from the divine mother, Mother Durga or Kali, whomever you say. So that's why she is called Tryambake. And also if you see, Icha Shakti, Gnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Icha Shakti, the power of desire, the power of will. Because if you have got willpower only, you can do anything. Otherwise, it is not possible. Then Gnana Shakti, the power of knowledge. Then Kriya Shakti, the power of action. The whole world has been running by these three Shaktis are in the mother, are the embodiment of these three Shaktis, are the divine mother. That's why she has got 3 eyes. So 3 eyes is a symbolical representative of these 3 powers. And also if you see Sharanye, this Ashraya. Ashraya means refuge. Though she is the best refuge available in the world. That's what I had told. Then Sharanye, Tryambake, Gauri. Gauri means one who has got a fair skin, means white skin. What does it mean actually? See, in our olden days, our people, probably they understood the problem of the layman or laywoman, lay people. So they don't understand the highest philosophy. So they give all the symbolic representations or the mythological stories or the, some incidents. So Gauri means what? Who has got the fair skin, who has got the white, very shiny, white shining skin. White shining skin. Means what does it mean? It represents, it symbolizes actually the highest concept, that is purity. She's with full of purity. Not an iota of evil, not an iota of sin, not an iota of bad or wrong thing or thought, feeling is there in her. That is what we should understand from the Gauri. She's Shuddha Sattva. And also that means what? She is a Parabrahma Swarupini. She is the nature, she is the embodiment of Supreme Self. She is the nature of Supreme Self. That's what we can understand from this Gauri. Means she is a fair skin, she is a pure skin, she is a white skinned natured natured woman. Means what? She is a Parabrahma Swarupini. She is a blemishless. She is ever pure. She is complete pure. That's what we mean. Then Narayani. Narayani means there are so many stories. She is the, sister of the Narayana. That's why she is called Narayani. Means Parvati or Durga. She is the sister of the Narayana. That's why she is called Narayani. That's one of the stories there. It is taken from Bhagavata. We all know that. But actually, Narayani means Narayana Swarupini. Means one whose nature is Narayana. So then we should understand what is Narayana. Ayana means actually path. Ayana means path. Ayana means goal also. Ayana is path. Ayana is goal. Nara means what? Here it is being, human, especially human being. So the ultimate path, the ultimate goal of the human being is what? Narayana. So you say Satya Darshana, the experience of the ultimate truth, the experience of who am I am that Brahman, you can say, or that Brahman, you can say, the Supreme Self, you can say, or the Moksha, you can say, Mukti, Nirvana, Kaivalya, you can say. So the ultimate path and the ultimate goal is what? Narayana. And that is the nature of this Devi. That's why she is called Narayani. See what a beautiful, very esoteric meanings is there for every word. And very deep philosophical meaning is there with this every word. We have to understand only. Narayani. She is the ultimate goal to be achieved, to be attained. She is the ultimate path. You may go in any path, but finally you have to come to her only. That's what we mean. Narayani. Narayani, ultimate goal or ultimate path. So everyone has to, she is the ultimate destiny basically. She is the final destiny. She is the ultimate destiny by the Narayana. Namostute, te namaha, namaha, te, namostute. Means my salutations to you. Why? Because you are the Parabrahma Swarupini. You are the Supreme Self. And Sharanye, you are the fit person to take refuge. Tryambake, and you are the three-eyed ones. You are the 3 powers, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Then Tryambake, Devi. Devi means she is a goddess. One who has got a shining body, one who has got all powers. Then you are the Sarva Mangala Mangalye. You are the all auspicious. You are the embodiment of all auspicious. Shive Sarvartha Sadhike. And you are the giver of all energy. You are the possible. You are the embodiment of all energy, embodiment of all force. The whole world has been created by you, sustained in you, and will dissolve and will merge in you. So you are the anything and everything. That's why my salutations to you, O Mother, please bless me. See, when we see philosophically, it becomes very abstract concept. Okay, she's the God, she's the goddesses, she's all powerful, all merciful, she's the something all powerful, it seems. She's there somewhere, and I'm here, and I will try to worship her, try to follow her, I will try to take shelter at her feet. This is what we understand. But when we say, she's my mother, she's my mother, she's our mother. When we discuss with our mother, when we talk with our mother, we are generally, we are very open and we are very free, because she is my mother. She doesn't mistake me. She understands me. Even if I speak some mistaking things or wrong things, she understands me right in rightful manner. That's why we generally, most of us, we have got very, close relationship with the mothers, biological mothers. And if anything we easily go and ask, we'll plead her, and we will ask mother just to, whatever is required, money or whatever, you can ask father. So on behalf of me, please ask father and get all your desires and your wishes to be fulfilled, because she is my mother. So mother, mother, mother. And this great energy, the primordial power, the primordial energy is taken the form of mother, universal mother. She's the mother of mothers. That's why she's universal mother, and she is my mother. So let all of us take, consider, and worship and believe in her, because she's our mother, and we can pray with her openly in whatever way, in whatever form we want. We can worship her in whatever way, whatever form we want. We can plead her in whatever way we want, but she understands her. She listens to us. She will protect us. She's always ever ready to protect her children. Even you are good or bad, you are right or wrong, or you are the saint or sinner, she's ever ready to protect us, to save us, to help us. Only we need some faith. Only we need to open our heart. So may the Divine Mother bless all of us to understand her divine love, and we shall all get intoxicated by her divine love, and we shall take shelter at her feet. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.